Welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 24 Franchise Mode Milwaukee Brewers, episode 11. In this episode, we'll be finishing up the first half of the regular season. We're currently 3 games over 500 at 42 and 39, and a game and a half back of the St. Louis Cardinals. In the wild card, we're 3.5 back of third place. So we're closer in our division than we are in the wild card. But in this episode, we have 10 games against the Pirates, 3 against the Pirates, 4 against the Cubs, 3 against the Reds. So we have a chance to make some hay in this 10-game stretch right before the All-Star break. Hopefully we can get going and play really well and make up some ground. Our first series against the Pirates, we have Hauser, Lauer, Peralta going against Keller, Mendez, and Contreras. Their top 5 players are Brian Reynolds, their closer, Ken Brian Hayes, Wilfred Torvo, and Carlos Santana. So there's a chance. Hopefully we come in, play well in this series. They are the third place team in this division, but we have a pretty large lead on them. And then we also play teams 4 and 5 in our division. So we have a chance to hopefully play well, make up some ground, and maybe take a lead. So simulating game 1. Maybe. Yeah. So while the game is thinking, Brewers. Another series win against the Mariners. So they're really feeling it. They're really going. It's good times for the Brew Crew. Nothing like just continuing to win games. I got a player development thing, but let's look at the last game. We won 6-1. Adrian Hauser got a win. I got some accomplishment for it. He threw 6 innings, gave up 1 run on 4 hits, had 4 walks, with only 1 K. So Adrian Hauser, big time pitch to contact guy. Doesn't really get strikeouts in this game. And then in the last episode, I called up Cam Robinson from AAA. He's got 75 stuff, 75 movement. So he's got a chance to be really, really good if he can get his control up to where it needs to be, because right now it's at 40. If that can get up into 50 or 55, he has a chance to be a really good closer. He came in, threw a scoreless inning with no hits, and got his first 2 major league strikeouts. Then Matt Bush came in and pitched 2 scoreless innings and gave up 1 hit. So good day for our pitchers. We really rocked their starters. Their starter gave up 5 runs in 3 innings. So that's good. Really got after their starter quick. Hitting-wise, Adames had a double, Winker had a home run, and Caratini had his 2nd home run of the year. So Winker's 11th home run, a 2-run home run, and Caratini a 2-run home run, his 2nd home run of the year. Garrett Mitchell had 2 singles, along with Willie Adames' 2 doubles. So he had 2 doubles, 10 and 11. Along with his 2 doubles, he also had a single. Winker had, along with his home run, a single. Luis Riaz had a single. Luke Voigt had 2 singles. And Caratini with his home run. Garrett Mitchell with his 21st stolen base of the year. Riaz got caught stealing, and Turang had a double play. Left 7 on base, but we had good little spread of RBIs, and Mitchell went 2 for 4, right? Adames 3 for 5, Winker 2 for 5. So some good hitting numbers. It's always good to win in the first game of the series against a bad team. That's teams that we should be winning against. Let's go look at player development update. I was wondering when we were going to get one of these, but here it is. Cam Robinson's current stuff jumped from a 70 to a 75, and his potential stuff improved from a 75 to an 80. His current and potential movement both improved from 70 to 75, and his potential control improved to 45. So if he could get the control up to 45, he could be really good, especially if he can keep growing it, because his overall improved from 50 to 52, and his potential went from a 60 to a 65. So that's a good report from Cam Robinson. Freddie Peralta is overall improved 49 to 53, and his potential improved from a 50 to a 55. So a good day for Freddie Peralta. Corbin Burns' control dropped from 60 to 55. His overall dropped from 71 to 64. So a big drop for Corbin Burns. So that's not ideal, especially because we know we're going to trade him. So I'd rather have him be good, and then I could trade him and get more for him. But maybe it's just a bad scouting report or something, and that'll be updated. Or teams won't scout him well, and we can still get a lot for him in the offseason. William Contreras, his overall improved 2 points from a 57 to a 59. So that's good. Luke Voigt improved. He's been hitting the ball a lot lately. I've been trying to find him opportunities to get at bats. So his power went from a 60 to a 65, and his overall increased to a 50. Bryce Terang dropped his defensive rating, dropped to 60, and his overall went from 45 to 48, with his potential improving from a 45 to a 50. So he's improved, which is good. Just keep improving. Garrett Mitchell, his potential dropped from a 50 to a 45, but his defensive rating in center field went from a 50 to a 55. So that increased his overall rating. Sal Frelick, overall rating jumped from a 44 to a 46, but his potential went from a 55 to a 50. I still think he's going to be better than that. We'll see. Bryce Wilson, his overall improved. So does his potential. Tyson Miller, his control ratings improved. His overall improved 6 points. So that's a fast riser. He's went up from 31 to 37. And then Josh Van Meter improved as well, all over the place. Matthew Wood, a 22-year-old catcher, only good improvements. Jefferson Querio improved, but his potential dropped from 55 to 50. But right now, he's still can be around at some point, either as trade bait to go get somebody or to play on our team. Never know. You can use a backup catcher. 24-year-old second baseman Freddie Zamora. His defensive rating improved. His overall rating also improved. Zach Rabb, his contact improved, but his speed dropped, and his defensive rating at second base dropped. And his overall rating improved from a 28 to a 32. Eric Brown Jr., so a big guy in our system that hopefully he continues to improve. He went from his current power improved, his defensive rating improved, and his potential rating improved to a 55. So if he can continue to improve, he could see time. Probably not quick, because he's still only, 39 overall. He's been hurt, but go. Carlos, this is a long scouting report board. Carlos Rodriguez, all positive stuff. Jason Yeager, all positive stuff. Ana Uribe, 1 positive, 1 negative as a closer. His potential improved to a 40. That's okay, but it's interesting. Max Laser improved. He should probably be. I'm going to promote him right now. I'm going to move him up to AA, because that's where he is this year, and that's probably where he needs to be in real life as well. So improved Max Laser, Stephen Cruz, his stuff improved, and his overall improved a little bit, but his potential also improved. So he can hopefully continue to develop and get better. Darren Miller improved 1 point. Robert Moore improved a little bit. Still got room to improve, but all positives. His defense improved, his speed improved, his power improved. So all good things there. Michael Bello, he improved a little bit. Outside of that, they're all just low minor league guys or rookie league guys that I don't think some of these guys aren't going to ever have a chance to make the major league level, but that's fine. If we can just continue to build that and hopefully get better, that's my big thing. A lot of positives here. So the player development amount is coming up big. Let's go to game 2 of the series. See if we can clinch a series win. See if maybe we can gain a game on the Cardinals. I do not believe it happened. Before we look at the emails, let's look at the box score. We lost 4-2. Eric Lauer threw 5 1/3, gave up 2 runs, and then Milner came on, gave up a run in 2 innings, and Strzelecki finished the game. He gave up an inherited runner, so that was the Milner solo run was an inherited runner that Strzelecki gave up. Their starter also just had a block game. Hitting wise, Luis Rios had his 12th home run of the year, and Contreras had a single, and Turang had a single. So we didn't really have a lot of. We only had 3 hits and 4 walks. So we only had 7 base runners, and one of them was a home run. So 6 base runners. So not a great day for us hitting the baseball. So not great. So now we really have to hope to get the series win, because can't just stay around 3 games over 500. That's not going to bode well for us. We're going to be out of a lot of areas. Oh, I forgot to look at these things. Baltimore Orioles trade. We would get Kyle Storrs, and they would get Peter Strzelecki and Robert Gasser. No, I like Gasser and I like Strzelecki, so that will be a reject. We also got another trade proposal from the Orioles. We would get Kyle Storrs, and they would get this relief pitcher for Luke Voigt and a relief pitcher. I just don't like I don't think we need to do that. We have outfielders. We can reject that trade as well. And then the Oakland Athletics trade, we would get center fielder Tony Kemp. I don't know why they keep trying to pitch us on outfielders. We don't need them, especially when they're trying to take Joey Wiemer from us, who might not be as good as Tony Kemp, but he's only 27 years younger. He might improve. And then get rid of this pitcher. So, we would probably be okay, but I don't need to. I don't want to do that move. So, reject that trade as well. Let's look at all-star voting lists. Catcher Sean Murphy, first base Freddie Freeman, second base Marte, third base Riley, shortstop Willie Adames. He only has a 20,000 vote lead over Dansby Swanson. Left field Ryan Reynolds, center field Michael Harris II, right field Lars Nootbaar, designated hitter Jeff McNeil, Starting pitchers: Verlander, Alcantara, Scherzer, Gallen, Nola, and then relief pitchers: Phillip, Williams, Easley, Visa, Jose Alvarado. So that's the National League All-Star Voting fan update. And then the American League: catcher Rutschman, first base Rizzo, second base Gomez, third base Ramirez, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr., left field Randy Rosarena, center field Mike Trout, right field Aaron Judge, designated hitter Alejandro Kirk, pitchers Otani, Kreese, Rassman, Rodane, Javier, and then relievers Menyes, Clace, Romero, Bash, Holton. So that's the American League All-Star voting. And then the Cubs series, we have Burns, Woodruff, Hauser, Lauer, and then Steele, Smiley, Talion, Thompson. Their top 5 players are Swanson, Hosmer, Horner, Madrigal, and Gomes. So hopefully some winnable games there. Did I reject this trade? I did. All right. Let's clean out all these messages. Go to the home screen. So we won this third game 3-1. Freddie Peralta threw 5 innings, gave up 1 run, 6 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Pampas came in, pitched a scoreless inning. Cam Robinson came in, threw a scoreless inning. Scott came in, pitched the last out of the 8th inning for Cam Robinson. And then Devin Williams came in and got the save, his 16th of the year on a scoreless inning. We scored in the first 5 innings. We scattered 3 runs throughout the day, only 5 hits. So Willie Adames, his 25th home run of the year in the 9th inning. And then Turang with a single, Adames with his home run, Anderson with a single, Tyrone Taylor with 2 singles. So those were our 5 hits. And then Turang with 3 stolen bases. His 14th, 15th, and 16th of the year. And then a Urias Turang double play. So that's how we're going to go. So we ended up winning that series. And now it's time to go off and play the Cubs series. Hopefully we can come out and, again, get a win, maybe more. Right now we're only 4 games up. We lost 5-1. See how this worked. Corbin Burns threw 5 innings, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. So not great. Milner scoreless inning. Pampas scoreless 2 inning. Or Milner scoreless inning in 2/3. Pampas scoreless inning. Scott scoreless out. That's good. Hitting wise, he only scored 1 run, but Caratini, 4th double of the year. Winker, his 15th double of the year. Luis Rios home run. So Luis Rios is starting to feel a little bit. He went 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a home run. Winker had his double and also a single, and then Caratini had a double. So we had 6 hits, and 3 of them were Luis Rios. Adames and Rios had errors, though, so not good. So we lost that game. Let's see what the email is for. We got a 16-year-old out of Cuba. David Segura. He's got 20 overall, 30 potential. So he's going to go in the International Academy and maybe get better. Maybe not. He might just sit there forever. Who knows? Or until he gets kicked out because of his age. So down in the series, 1-0. Let's try to win game 2 with Brendan Woodruff on the mound. we lost Game 2 of the series as well. We gave up 2 runs in the 9th to lose the game. Pitching-wise, Woodruff, 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, gave up 1 home run. 2-run home run for Woodruff. So he just made 1 mistake, and that was the difference. Cam Robinson, inning and 2/3, 3 hits, no runs, allowed him 4 strikeouts. So he got 5 outs, 4 of them by strikeout, and no walks. So that's a big plus when you have a guy that might have control issues a little bit. Bush came in, stranded the Cam Robinson base runner, and then Hobie Milner came in, gave up 3 hits on 2 runs. So not good on the pitching side. On the hitting side, our offense has been really flat lately. We haven't been scoring a lot of runs. William Contreras had his 11th double of the year. He also had his 9th home run of the year. And Rowdy Tellez had his 16th home run of the year. So Rowdy also added on a single. Contreras with his 2 hits, his double and home run. Luke Voigt with his hit. Sal Frelick with a hit. Bryce Trang with a hit. Bryce Trang with his 17th stolen base of the year. So that is how Game 2 went. Not good. Not how it's supposed to be happening. So time for Game 3. Okay, Game 3, we came back, ended up winning it. Sets up the stage for us to play the next game and hopefully get a split. Pitching-wise, Adrian Hauser, 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, with 5 walks and only 3 strikeouts. Scott came in through 2 2/3, and Matt Bush threw an inning and a third. Both gave up no hits or no runs, with Matt Bush just giving up a single hit. Their starting pitcher got rocked. He threw 1 inning, gave up 6 runs on 5 hits, 4 walks. So, not a good day for him. Hitting wise, we scored 8 runs, so you got to do some things. Garrett Mitchell with his 18th double of the year, with Frelick also getting his 7th double of the year, Brian Anderson getting his 5th double of the year. Willie Adames hit his 26th home run of the year, 2-run shot, and Jesse Winker hit his 12th home run of the year, a 2-run shot. So 4 of our runs were off of home runs. Other hits, Garrett Mitchell hit his double, Adames with his home run, Contreras with a single, Winker with his home run, Frelick with his double and a single, Yelich with a single, Brian Anderson with his double. Outside of that, everyone's we don't have anyone hitting over 270. So, not good. Our offense has taken a dip. So, as I like to say, not ideal, but we are continuing to battle and compete and be close. The Cardinals have been on fire. My Lord. They've won how many in a row? Now time for Game 4 of the series. Hopefully we can win, and we do. We get a series split. So not great, but at least we didn't. At least it wasn't worse. than what it could have been after losing the first two. Let's go in. Let's look at the box score real quick. Lower, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Cam Robinson threw a scoreless inning, gave up 2 hits with 2 walks. Must have had a double play or somewhere in there. He gave up. Kind of interested to see how that inning worked. Might have got a double play, a hit, a double play, a hit, walk, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Figured it out myself. I didn't need that. But he got his 3rd hold of the year. Peter Strzelecki came in, scoreless, hitless inning, and then Devin Williams came in through a scoreless, hitless inning. I probably have Cam Robinson throwing a lot because he's just slightly tired. But in strategy, I have him pitching whatever. So I should probably make it as bench player. I could probably have him at 50%, just so then he's good. I just don't want him to get run into the ground for no reason by me just pitching too much, and all of a sudden he struggles and he has trouble getting back. So go back to the box score. Hitting wise, scored 4 runs, got 10 hits. So hit the ball a little bit better today, even if our run total wasn't as good as the day before. We still got more hits. We had Damas with his 27th home run of the year. So it is the All-Star break, and he's at 27 home runs. He's at a ridiculous pace. His on base, it's only going to be just under 800 but his slugging percentage is 500. He's hitting the crap out of the ball. Garrett Mitchell had 2 singles. Adames adds a single to his home run. Tellez with a single. Winker with a single. Frelick with 2 singles. And Turang with 2 singles. Winker had a 2-out RBI. Garrett Mitchell, Sal Frelick, Bryce Turang all had stolen bases. And then a Turang, Adams, Tellez double play. So Mitchell with 22 stolen bases. Turang with 18 stolen bases. Frelick with 6. So it's good to get a split. Wasn't pretty, but good to get a split. Never going to complain about a split. Now into our last series for this episode, the Cincinnati Reds series. The Reds have a .416 winning percentage. They are 15 games under 500. So 13 games back of the leader. It's Peralta, Burns, Woodruff. This is a way to end the break, or end the first half before the All-Star break, because then I can come in and reset my lineup and reset my pitching rotation and have Burns come off again, or Woodruff, Burns, Peralta, whichever order I want to put them in because of how they're pitching. So, and then Ashcraft, Miller, and Hunter Green, their top players: Stevenson, Fairley, Laduel, Friedel, and Newman. So, but again, a series that should be winnable, a series that hopefully we continue to win games. We can't just stay right where we are around 500. That's not going to get us anywhere. We have to continue to push for more and more and more. So let's go game 1 of this series. We won the first game 7-3. So, and the Cardinals lost, so that pushed us to 2.5 games back. Pitching wise, Freddie Peralta, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, which were both earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Pompeyus with a hold in an inning. Robinson threw 2/3 of an inning, got a hit and 2 walks, so that's where he has issues sometimes. But Strzelecki came in and denied them from getting any runs. He threw an inning. He finished up that inning and threw another inning, only gave up 1 hit, had 4 strikeouts, so all 4 of his outs were strikeouts. Matt Bush threw 2/3 of an inning, and then Devin Williams came in, got the save, and inherited 2 runners. Devin Williams has a way of doing that. Even when he starts innings with no one on base, he tends to put people on base, and then he strikes people out. So, hitting-wise, Mitchell with his 19th double of the year, and Willie Adames with his 12th double of the year. Luis Rios had his 14th home run, and then not only did Garrett Mitchell have a double, but he also had 3 singles. Adames with another single, Contreras with 2 singles, Arias with a single outside of with his home run, Frelick with a single, Yelich with 2 singles, and Trang with a single. Mitchell, Adames, and Luis all had a 2-out RBI. And then Garrett Mitchell, Christian Yelich, Bryce Trang all had a stolen base with 2 double plays, Urias, Trang, Voit, and Trang, Adames, Voit. So a 5-4-3 and a 4-6-3. Good game 1 win. That's important. Way to win game 1 there. Let's go to game 2, and we have Corbin Burnes pitching. Oh, we got the All-Star teams will be announced. But let's go over today's game, which we won 11-1. So our bats came out, and we really took care of business, both hitting and pitching. And we ended up clinching a series win. Burnes threw 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. And then Bush Lee came in, threw 2 scoreless innings as well. Gave up 2 hits and a walk in 2 innings. Bush Lee in that role, I think, is a solid pitcher and maybe can continue to grow. Good. We got after Hunter Green. He gave up 8 runs, 7 of them earned in 3 innings. So we got after him. Hitting-wise, Rowdy Tellez, his 8th double of the year. He also had his 17th home run of the year. Trang had 3 singles. Yelich single. Tellez with 6 bases with his double and home run. Contreras with a single. Urias with a single. Winker with 2 singles. Frelick with a single. Anderson with a single. Tellez, Contreras, Winker with 2-out RBIs, and Yelich with his 11th stolen base of the year. We had a 5-4-3 double play and a outfield assist by Christian Yelich. So it's good. Always nice to clinch a series win early, and then you can try to get a sweep. Final results for All-Star voting. Murphy at catcher, Freeman at first, Marte at second, Riley at third, Willie Adames he went on a run, 600,000 votes at shortstop. He led Dansby Swanson by Brian Reynolds in left field, Mike Harris the second in center, Lars Nootbaar in right, designated hitter Jeff McNeil. Starting pitchers, Burnes and Woodruff are 1 and 2 for starting pitchers in the fan vote. Verlander, Alcantara, and Scherzer. So somewhere out of nowhere they took a giant lead. Okay, and then Phillips and Williams as the relief pitchers. The American League, Rutschman and Abreu at first, Ramirez at second, Ramirez at third, Bobby Witt Jr. at short, Rosarena in left, Trout in center, Judge in right, Kirk DH, Otani, Rasmus, Cease, Rodin, Javier starters, and then Munoz, Lace, Ramiro, Blash, Holton as relievers. The All-Star Game rosters have been announced. Let's go to the NL and see what Brewers players there are. Burnes, Peralta, Woodruff. So we got 3 of our 5 starting pitchers in there with Devin Williams. So we have 4 of our pitchers in there. Outside of that, no first baseman, no second baseman, no third baseman. Adames at short. And then, so that's it for us. So we have Willie and then 4 pitchers. So I'll take 4 All-Stars anytime. Outside of that, I don't know if there's anyone in here that's really that surprising. Let's look at the prospect games. Let's see if there's any of our players in the prospect showcase. Yep. Robert Gasser made it, and then no one else made it. So just Robert Gasser was the only one to make it. But I'll take 4 All-Stars and a person in the prospect game. So that's a successful little run there. And then let's go to play the last game of this series and the last game in this episode. We won. Okay, well, let's go and go to this before I do the rest of that. We won 9-1, so we really put it on the Reds this series, which is good. And what else is good is that they're our first series back after the All-Star break. Pitching, Brandon Woodruff, 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and Milner came in through 2 scoreless innings as well. Hitting-wise, we had 9 runs and 12 hits, so that's good, and 3 walks. So we were very patient, and we starting to hit the ball a little bit better. Taylor went for double, his second. Mitchell with his 20th double of the year. So Mitchell is really good at hitting gaps, and then he's fast, right? So he ends up getting a lot of doubles. He just doesn't have that home run power. Now Rowdy Tellez with his 2 home runs, so 18 and 19 of the year, a 2-run shot and a solo shot. Luis Rios, 2 home runs, so his 15th and 16th of the year, two solo shots. Willie Adames, his 28th of the year, a 2-run home run. 28 home runs from beginning of the season to July. That is a tear. And he's starting to heat up again. Garrett Mitchell with a single and a double. Adames with his home run. Rowdy, he had a home run. He had 2 home runs. So he had 2 home runs and a single. Luis Rios, 2 home runs. Christian Yelich with a hit. Caratini with a hit. Anderson with a hit. Tyrone Taylor with his double. Mitchell, Winker, and Frelick all got hit by a pitch. I'm guessing that's where a brawl broke out. So Frelick came in the first. So Frelick got hit in the first inning and got mad and stormed the mound and got Bryce Miller ejected as well in the first inning. So, oof. But Garrett Mitchell also had a stolen base, and we had 3 double plays. So, we had a 5-4-3, a 1-4-3, and a 1-6-3 double play. So, interesting. Well, let's go and look at our emails. We have some rising stars. Not going to worry about that. It's galore. That's one of they're just a minor league guy saying that he hit the ball well, which is good. I hope. And then bad behavior caused Frelick and Miller. Frelick and Bryce Miller of Cincinnati were the main participants. Ben's killing brawl. They handed out a punishment. Frelick will have to miss 4 games in his part, while Miller was given 6 games. Sal Frelick getting in trouble. Unbelievable. I mean, I don't know if that's his actual temperament, but when I think guys from Boston, which is where he's from, I think guys that would get in a brawl. So, makes sense. I don't know if he would actually get in a brawl, but he's from Boston, so it wouldn't surprise me. So, in this episode, we won the first series. Let's look quick and see how we did in this episode. We won the first series 2-1, right? We won the first game. Yeah, we won the first series 2-1. We split, so 4-3, and then we got a sweep. So we're 7-3 in this episode, and we somehow lost ground on the Cardinals. So the Cardinals in the past 10 games were really, really good, like insanely good. But hey, we're 7 games over 500 now, right? So we're still competing. We're still 4 games back of the wild card, but only 2.5 back of the division. I'm sure we're going to play the Cardinals later. We just have to keep battling and winning the series. I would love to go 8-2, 9-1, 8-2 against the Pirates, Reds, and Cubs. That split against the Cubs is tough. They're 20 games below 500. That can't happen. Let's look quick at the roster. Batting first, Sal Frelick suspended. Luke Voigt cooled off a little bit, but Rowdy Tellez is starting to heat up, which is good. Let's look at OPS. Willie Adames is starting to heat back up now. He cooled off for a little bit. Now he's starting to get more home runs and get more hits. His batting average is still not good, but he's got 28 home runs, which is at the All-Star break, which is ridiculous. Sal Frelick and his I should keep forgetting here. I gotta make it Major League. Insert here. So Rowdy Tellez, Luke Voigt, Willie Adames, William Contreras, Luis Reyes is heating up. He's got 16 home runs too. Like, that's really good. Winker, Yelich could probably use a day off. Thank God for the All-Star break. Trank could use a day off. Thank God for the All-Star break. But outside of that, I like Bryce Strang at second base. Hopefully he can figure out how to hit a little bit better. But otherwise, he's only 23. Like, there's a chance that he develops still more. Garrett Mitchell. So, batting wise, interesting. Pitching, what's the best stat I should go look at? Let's just do ERA plus just for the sake of it. Cam Robinson, 5 games, 6 innings, allowed 6 hits and had 4 walks, but a third of his outs are strikeouts, and he hasn't allowed a run yet. So if he would pitch a full game, he would have 15 Ks. Yeah, 2.5 strikeouts per walk so far in your first 6 innings of Major League Baseball is pretty good. Pampas has been good. He's been good for a while. Peralta's been solid. Bush has been okay. Right, Strzelecki's still up there. Woodruff's been solid. Corbin Burns has been cold lately. I know it's tough to think about that, but his last game against the Pirates was okay, but then before that he gave up 6 runs, gave up 4 runs, gave up 5 runs, right? So he gave up some runs in a row there that were ugly and not good. So, but maybe he'll figure it out, get back to where he needs to be. Devin Williams has 18 saves, so that's good. I think that will do it for this episode of Out of the Park Baseball 24 Milwaukee Brewers franchise. Please like, comment, subscribe. Is there a way to look at draft information? I don't know if there's a way to look at rookie draft. All right. So we will pick, next episode will be the rookie draft. We will pick 18th in the draft. Do we have the full draft order? So we'll pick 18th, and then we get a supplemental first round pick, and then 15th. So we pick 15th, but then we get, or 18th, and then we get another pick early on. We get pick 30, 31, 32, 33. So we get 33 draft picks, or get 18 and 33 for draft picks, and then let's just go default and see all players potential. So see if there's anyone. I know you can't click on them, but here are the draft options. I know you probably can't. Those are the pitchers. Let's go all players here. See if there's any players that are. Here are the top prospects for this draft. Let me know if you see anyone in here that you're interested in seeing more. This will be, the next episode will be just the draft. The draft can be long and time consuming, or it can be long. Not planning on playing any games, but we'll also have the All-Star game in there to quickly simulate through. So that is gonna do it for episode 11 of Out of the Park Baseball 24. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps. And if you like this video, click on one of these videos. Have a great day.